Alright, YouTube, it is the Bat Nerd, and I am back with another Bat Nerd Reviews, and today I review Superhero Movie. This is written and directed by Craig Mazin, starring Drake Bell, Sara Paxton, Christopher McDonald, Kevin Hart, Brent Spiner, Jeffrey Tambor, Robert Joy, Regina Hall, Pamela Anderson, and Leslie Nielsen. So this is a spoof superhero movie, satiring around Sam Raimi's Spider-Man and Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins, with the makers of Scary Movie. So in this movie, this follows a kid named, Rick Riker, played by Drake Bell, who been a loser all his life, and then he, gets these powers from a dragonfly sting or a bite. Same way, like Spider-Man becomes Spider-Man. And then he gets these powers and makes a costume and goes out fighting crime and is still learning his way around it. So, likes and dislikes. But before I get into any more of this review was actually requested by a follower of mine on Superhero Amino. Superhero Amino is this app where you can join various communities of different subjects, whatever passions you have. I'm on one called Superhero Amino, and I'm even a leader on there. A follower of mine, I can't remember his name now, but this follower requested that I review this movie, so here I am doing it for you, so I hope you like it. So, my likes and dislikes. First of all, I liked how funny this movie was. It genuinely did make me laugh. It was a fun film. And I liked that they were taking the piss out of Spider-Man and other movies that are to do with the superhero genre, including the X-Men. We had a lot of X-Men spoofing in there, including Professor Xavier, played by Tracy Morgan, and Regina Hall playing his wife. We even had Pamela Anderson be the Invisible Woman. We see a lot of satire and spoofing in this. And Leslie Nielsen, he too was hilarious. Now this was in 2008, so a couple of years before he passed away. And I thought he was funny in this, how laid back and dim-witted he was. It was funny. I also like Kevin Hart. He was great in this too. A bit before he was as big as he is now, but the first movies I saw him in was Scary Movie 3 and 4. They're what introduced me to the guy. And he was slapstick funny in this. He's funny in nearly anything he's in, Kevin Hart. And Drake Bell, I thought he was a good character as well, parodying Peter Parker. I liked his costume. I liked this costume that had his superhero alter ego wore, the dragonfly. He had quite a cool costume, and I actually liked how they actually made an effort with this costume and made him look cool. There was also another villain in it called the Hourglass, who sucked the life force out of people and aged them with his abilities because he was having a terminal illness, and clearly a parody of the Green Goblin and other supervillains in the superhero genre. I thought it was a fun movie. My dislikes, I guess, I didn't like how at some parts it got a bit too stupid, and it was wearing jokes thin. I mean, I was like, okay, we've heard this before, and it got a little boring for me, but still, I got through it and I watched this movie. There was a lot of after-credit stuff or mid-credit stuff going on, where we see outtakes, where we see extended scenes, which I liked, but then I also kind of felt that they dragged on. And at this point, half the theaters back then, when it came out, must have been emptied, but I watched this on demand, this just was a funny movie, and I enjoyed it. It was surprisingly quite good. I mean, some of these movies are sometimes too silly, too dumb, too surreal, but this one, it didn't do it enough, so I'm glad that they didn't milk it dry, and I'm glad that there was a bit more of a story to this too. There was a lot of a story to it. But there were some bits in there that were too dumb and too humorous. I'd say that this would be a PG-13 rated movie because there was no swearing in it. Well, there was one use of the F word and that was it. Other than that, this is just a spoof movie, nothing to take seriously, just something to switch off to. So, do I recommend this movie? If you like scary movie, then yeah, go for it. I'm glad that they did make a franchise out of this, with the whole milking it dry with sequels. I'm glad that this is a standalone movie, and I don't recall them having any sequels. So, yeah, it was a fun movie. So my ratings, this movie is also 86 minutes long, or 86 minutes to 90 minutes long, so it's not a long movie at all, and they do a lot in it, a lot in that time. Okay, so ratings, back to that. I'm gonna give superhero movie, I'll give it 3 batarangs out of 5. It wasn't terrible, it wasn't brilliant either, but it was an okay movie, so, 3 batarangs out of 5 for superhero movies, so there you go. Have you seen this movie? Let me know down in the comments below if you have. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Feel free to share with your friends and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All my social media links are linked down below in the description. And I'm not saying I probably will, but it would be nice if I could get to 100 subs by the end of the year. But like I say, I can't make people sub. It's all down to them at the end of the day. But I'm just saying it would mean a great deal to me if you sub. I upload a lot of content on this channel, mainly superhero movie content. Anyway, yes, enough with this one. So, until next time, Bat Nerd out. Bat Nerd off.